oneness. Okay, and that has to be emphasized because you have many people out here teaching the Bible, but not living according to the Bible. It is unfortunate that because of that, the Bible, which is the word of our Father, is being misrepresented in the world today. But as I stand before the Most High, so long as He gives me the breath in my lungs, as long as He moves me by His Spirit, we shall put an end to that misrepresentation and begin to bring forth the truth of His word. So let's move on. Another passage we want to look at is in Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 6. But again, the term Aman. There's a deity who was worshipped among the ancient Egyptians, whose name is Amun-Ra. Because of that, you had some of the Hebrews, Israelites, or Jews who refused to use this particular term. But the word of Yahweh has precedence and should take precedence over anything that somebody who practices heathenism is doing. That should not be a justifiable reason not to use a word that has been inspired to be written in the word. If you understand what I'm saying. So let's move on. The passage in Hebrews 11:6 reads, but without faith, think about that. But without faith, now we already understand the whole idea in regards to supporting, building up. It is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to Yah must believe that He is. In other words, you must support the idea that there is a creator of the heavens and the earth, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. Now think about that. And I know some of you may be asking the question, what are we doing? Or where are we going? What are we doing? Why this line of thinking? Simply to establish the importance of our faith, our belief in the Most High. It begins with that. What begins with that? Our personal relationship with the Most High begins with our believing in Him. If we don't, then there is no opportunity for a relationship. When we last ended our last study, which was simply the truth about God, it was introduced that our next study, which is the one we're currently in right now, would be the truth about the devil. It's important to understand at the outset of this teaching why we, as the sons and the daughters of the Most High, need to understand the importance of maintaining our support, our building up of the Most High. Why is this point being emphasized? So that we understand the mission of the devil, the adversary. All he simply has to do is prevent us from supporting, building up, having that faith. Very important that we know and we understand that before we move on. And as always, I encourage those of you who follow along in the teaching to use your Bibles. Those of you who have strong concordances, use your concordances. And I encourage each and every one of you who hears my voice coming through this broadcast to humbly and sincerely pray to the Most High and ask the Most High to lead you and guide you to His truth. And I beg of you to never take my word or any man's word for it, but you pray that the Creator of the heavens and the earth leads and guides you, that you know, that you come to understand, that you are able to make the distinction between what is His word and what is not His word. Our next passage, Isaiah chapter 45, beginning at verse 5, which reads, I am Yahweh, and there is none else. There is no Elohim, mighty ones, beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am Yahweh, and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things. Question: is that a contradiction? Think about that. The fact that the Creator is telling us through Yeshayahu, Isaiah, He forms the light, creates darkness, He makes peace, creates evil. Is that a contradiction? Many skeptics will run to passages such as this because they lack understanding and say just that. But it's important for us to understand before we move into the truth about the devil, the whole idea that is being taught in these passages, in this verse. Darkness and evil exist in contradistinction to light and peace. Why? Why was that necessary? To create the power of choice. Contrary to what many people believe in regards to the Creator of the heavens and the earth being comparable to a tyrant or a dictator. He is acknowledging with the existence of light and peace because of a choice being given to all that He has created. It necessitates the polar opposite. We learned that in the beginning. And when I say in the beginning, I'm talking about in the beginning of Torah, the Torah. We learned that by the simple use of one letter, and that is the letter Bet. We learn the duality. Right, left, up,